name's Percy. I'm part of the Alliance core team, reporting directly to Graham Keegan. My current role within the Alliance is I'm head of the change programme, which is all about really getting us up and running and set up and getting the processes in place for us to operate efficiently.
So I'm Keith Wishart. I'm head of technology innovation for the Alliance. My home organisation is IBM. So for me, the role of technology innovation is really about bringing the best and the brightest from all the Alliance organisations, the best thinking, the best ideas. It's not that one organisation is there to provide that. So our role is really about kind of fostering and creating the right environment for that to happen. And I see that as being key to my role.
Yeah, I've been at Thames for about 4.5 years now. And I would say ever since I've been there, I've had numerous jobs. And in fact, I think this is probably my 10th job in 4.5 years. Now that may mean one thing, it may mean another thing, but the way I look at it, it's really, really important for people to diversify and get experience across various different streams, which to me is part of the thing that's really exciting about the Alliance, is it offers that opportunity to people much more. Thames is a great place to offer that opportunity, but the Alliance can really reinforce that. In terms of Thames themselves, the people are great. They're so that they all want to get involved and they all want to make the same sort of progress to be the best. Everyone's really helpful, and I think that's come across already since we've started up working in the Alliance. I'm pretty sure that most of my colleagues in Thames Water are really excited about the Alliance and the opportunities in which it can offer. But then on the same vein, there's also a number of those colleagues which are. This is a big change, and there will be some nervousness, but it's our job to make sure that they're brought along the journey and they're as excited and happy to be part of it as the rest of us.
So our 90-day milestones were to start off the innovation discovery process, so start to really find out about the ideas that are really going to drive outperformance in AMP6. We've produced a high-level view of that, of the technologies. We've also been starting to look at the opportunities for turning data into insight in the Alliance. We've worked closely with the Cycle 3 validation team in terms of doing business plan modelling, so we understand some of the sensitivities in there. And we've also started looking at how we achieve better customer outcomes. And a key deliverable for that was the first customer journey that we've produced for the Alliance.
Yeah, I mean, one of the key roles which I got involved in before the last 18 months really was I was looking after working on the wholesale business plan, developing up all the PR14 sort of solutions and costings. We did over 3,000 solutions and we had to estimate each one of them. But one of the key elements of that was that we needed to get that validated and bought into. So that was how the idea of the Alliance coming on early really kicked off. And so as a result of that, I also led the development and the strategy and the process for getting the Alliance through, getting the procurement done and actually getting it awarded, which is a naturally lead then on to me coming in to work on the Alliance.
Innovation is going to be a key enabler for the Alliance, and I think there are a lot of innovations already happening, so we're not starting from zero on this. So that might be how we're generating energy at fatbergs, it might be things that we're doing around modelling urban creep and flooding, and certainly as we go into AMP6, we're going to have a lot more opportunities for doing a lot more intelligent stuff around data as the infrastructure becomes more and more instrumented. And I think it's really important also that we don't think about innovations per se, but also think about innovations in everything that we do. So there's going to be innovation in HR, in the academy. There's going to be innovation in procurement, in the supply chain. It's across the piece. We've really got to challenge and think fundamentally differently about everything that we're doing in the Alliance.
The Academy is about us all, really. It's everything that we do. It's not just a recruitment centre. It won't just be a training centre. This is about taking every individual that comes into the Alliance and taking them from cradle to grave, all the way through their development, bringing them in, making sure that they feel welcome, they have the right culture and the right behaviours, actually building on their development within the Alliance or within their own home organisations. And at some point, we also need to make sure that when people return back to their partner companies, it's done in a really, really well and positive manner. Hopefully, we're on a very good journey for that, and we're well developed. And shortly, we'll be telling you how it all will work. The main priorities for me was to get the Alliance up and running and get it operational, just so as we can have some systems in place and we have somewhere to sit and we can all get together. Notwithstanding that, one of the other big things that we've been trying to do that I'm trying to get realised is setting out the name and the identity of the Alliance. It's a really, really important thing, which we're really pleased with the result. I think people just need to remind themselves sometimes that actually what we're doing is we're setting up a multi-million-pound business here, so getting the right name and the right identity and the right brand is so important. But 820, I think, is a really, really good name, and it reflects exactly what we're about.
So the next few months, my priorities are that we move really from ideas to action. So it's really important that we start looking at prototypes, at proofs of concept, that we really test out our innovative ideas. My second priority is that we draw a very clear line of sight between the innovations that we're pushing forward and the efficiencies and the outperformance that we need to achieve in the plan. And the simple rule is, if an innovation isn't lining up and delivering a clear measure in terms of outperformance, then it's not something that we should really be thinking of doing. It's got to be absolutely outcome aligned. And my final priority is that we drive out even greater levels of collaboration across the Alliance, across Thames and across all the partners that we're going to be working with.
Everything excites me about working in the Alliance. What isn't there to be excited about? This is a brand new business. It's going to be industry leading, 4,000 people involved, multi-billion pound. The people already involved are really good. Everyone just sort of dug in and got involved. So from my point of view, is actually the question should have been, what doesn't excite you about the Alliance? Because all I can see is it's all exciting.
For me, what really excites me about working in the Alliance is I think that it's got unique elements to its DNA. So the scale of work that we're going to be delivering, the focus on innovation, the fact that we're starting so early with all these world-leading organisations coming together. I think there's been elements of these before, but they've never been brought together with such focus, and that's what really excites me about working in the 820 Alliance.